turns out we're here doing a tour. There was this day off. I was just going to come up here today, and then turns out we were all going to sort of be here. I'm like, why? I asked them if you guys want to play at the school.
Yeah.
And a couple of us got kids and stuff. And,
yeah.
We're kind of into rock and kids. It's a great idea, like a rock school, and you see young rockers getting with a guitar, and they're just learning. They're probably technically better than, most assuredly, they're technically better than I am. And seeing that bright light in their eye, like the whole future's in front of them, and the mystique of rock and roll is still alive and well to them, and they want to go out and crush people and do all that, you know, with an instrument or their vocal or drums, you know. Is really inspiring and killer.
Yeah. I actually read during. Unfortunately, I'm have two kids, but I mean, fortunately, I have two kids. Unfortunately, it's from a broken marriage. But during the process of going through that, I found out that they've actually done studies that kids that learn how to play an instrument has the same impact on their self-esteem and grade levels as it can replace a parent.
Wow!
It can actually replace a missing parent for what it does for the kids, you know, self-esteem and their discipline, because they learn how to, the instrument themselves will teach them discipline and how to see that when they put effort into something that effort comes back. So say you take a kid that doesn't, I could break that down really simple. You have a dad that ditches out on his kids and you don't hang in there. If that kid picks up a guitar and starts, or drums or something, and puts all his time in there, basically he's just boosted his chances of going to college or, you know, having a healthy relationship and all those things just as much from learning instruments. So if you have two parents, you learn instruments almost like you got three parents. So, and those are actually, you know, those are science. You know, they've studied these things.
That's science.
Oh, I have an addendum to that, actually.
Addendum?
The New York Times just ran a story a couple of weeks ago based on a study at, I think it was Yale or maybe Princeton. They found that kids that had rhythm scored the highest on test scores. So they tested people.
So you got to be born with that rhythm.
Well, but rhythm can also be learned. And so the more, so what they were basically saying is that an understanding of rhythm and tempo and meter, it has some direct correlation between the ability to learn.
Barrett Martin is a professor of music back in the, yeah, by the way.
Like, I'm an adjunct professor.
Okay, well, whatever.
It's like the bottom rung of professors.
And you know, and you know, over there, man, if I had to go back, I actually started playing shows at probably 14, and we didn't have a school of rock and no parental supervision. You know what I mean? Like, it was bad that we were in a band. You know what I mean? They tried to discourage us, if anything, which kind of alienated.
It was bad to the parents.
Yeah, it was bad to the parents that we were in a band.
It's important to really master your instrument, whatever that is, and know the musical form, whether it's rock and roll or whatever, jazz, hip-hop. It happens to be a rock school. But learn your instrument, learn the form and the tradition you're coming from, and then create something new. Because it's all about newness and progressing the form. That's what the next generation should do.
We're going into Holland tomorrow, then Germany, then here to London, and then we're coming back. We're playing we're playing Ireland, we're playing Estonia, and we'll probably be back here next fall, at some point, hopefully on a
And you've got an album out, is that right?
Yes. What is the official party line on that, Barrett Martin?
The album is self-titled Walking Papers. It's also the name of the band. I originally put it out on my label, Shinyana Records, and it's available, you know, through indie distributors around the world. But we are about to sign a deal with Sony, so Sony will be redistributing the record around the world.
With Loud and Proud, but distributed.
That's right. And we're playing in Amsterdam, and Ben's never been to Amsterdam.
Yeah, looking forward to that.